Good morning, students. Today we are starting with second part of the chapter, that is election procedure in India. In case of Lok Sabha, election is divided into as many as constituencies as there are seats. That means the area is being divided according to the population and then the seats are declared. After division of a constituency, then voter list is being published. Voter list is the number of candidates, those who are eligible for voting, their name and the address. Then date of election is being there, then it's announced, and in all the area it is different. In one area it is something else, in the other area it is different. Filing of nomination papers, the people those who want to contest for the election, they file their nomination papers, and by particular date they can withdraw their names also. So anybody who wants to contest the election, they can file the nomination papers. What are the various forms of political competition? Competition among several candidates for the party tickets. That means party tickets, everybody wants a party ticket, because if they get a party ticket, they will be known and then familiar to all people, and they will try to get the name and caste of the political party. Then competition for top positions in the party. That means in a particular party there are different portfolios or different posts, so they try to take those posts. Then competition among different political parties. So one political party try to dominate another political party, so they try to win over each others. Then competition between several candidates at the constituency levels. That means different candidates, like different posts are there at different area wise, so according to that the people try to win them. And if there is no competition, obviously the election is pointless. So because we have choice, we can choose the number of people according to our choice, and if the person is getting majority, the person wins. So if there is no competition, then election, it is useless. Then comes, what are the merits of political competition? It provides incentives to political parties and leaders. That means all the political parties, they feel motivated by the competition and they try to get more and more number of votes. Then popularity and chances of victory will increase. Yes, if in case they try to raise the issues in one competition or one election, they try to compete with the other parties, so popularity and chance of victory will increase, because as they will try to raise the issues what people want, so they will become more and more popular. And they are motivated. If in case they come in the power, then they are forced to serve the people. Political competition may cause divisions and ugliness, but it finally helps to force political parties and leaders to serve the people. Yes, everybody wants to win. Whenever there is a competition, they try to win by hook or crook, by all the methods they want to win. And ultimately, they are forced to serve the people to get more and more popularity. Then comes Indian election system. First of all, general elections are there, by-elections are there, midterm elections are there. General elections means different elections, then midterm elections means elections in between the term. By-elections are the elections which are done again. If in case one person, one minister or other minister is not eligible, or maybe some booth capturing or something is being done, or maybe the minister is dead, so again the elections are being conducted, so they are called by-elections. Electoral constituencies, that means area divided according to the population and number of seats. Reserved constituencies, now some reserved constituencies are there, like backward classes and all, so some seats are there, so according to that area wise it is being distributed. Then voters list, is number of voters in a particular area. Then nomination of candidates, they file their nomination. Education qualification of the candidates, that is also being checked, but it is not one of the criteria. Even if the person is illiterate, they can file the nomination papers. Then election campaign means the people those are contesting the elections, they try to convince the people in their own form, like giving speeches, conducting rallies, going from home to home, convincing them. Conversing is being done with the help of people from door to door, from rallies and all these. So this is the main process through which they try to get more and more motivation for the people. Then polling and counting votes. Then once this all is done, then people go and poll the votes, and then counting is done and result is being declared. Now these are some short notes. Booth capturing. What do you mean by booth capturing? Like physical control. Like see, machines are there, EVM, electronic voting machines are there. After the people vote, the electronic voting machine, if somebody is capturing, the whole booth is being captured. That is called booth capturing. Code of conduct. These are the set of rules which are given by the election commission ki how to do the votes, what is the process of the votes. The code of conduct, that means law, what is being decided, what is being organized properly by the election commission. Constituencies means voters in a geographical area according to the representatives. Then incumbent, the current holder of political office, usually the choices for the voters in election between the incumbent party and the candidate. Like see, incumbent means the present leader, and now the people will be competing between present leader and the next coming up leader. Level playing field, condition in which all the parties and candidates contesting in an election have equal opportunities to appeal for votes and carry out election campaign. That means this is the time when all the leaders, they go from house to house, then they conduct the rallies, they go for campaigning. So this is the regular mode which is being used by the election committees to get more and more number of votes. Then rigging. Rigging means it is fraud and malpractices indulged by the party by increasing its votes. It includes stuffing ballot boxes by few person using the vote of others, recording multiple votes by same person, or bribing or. So here it means fake votes by any means. Rigging means taking fake votes by any means. Turnout. Turnout means when we calculate, okay, this is the actual people, those who have voted in an election. So that is called turnout. So student, this was your chapter. We have done electoral politics. Try to make short notes after going through the video and clarify your doubts in the comment box. Thank you.